Dear students and my teacher friends, Namaskar. I welcome you to the presentation lecture on human dentition. Now, as you can see on the screen, I'm showing you one figure and I suggest you that you spend 5 minute time on this figure because this figure is very important and this figure is covering most of the theory point of our today's discussion. That's why I'm telling you like this, that you spend 5 minute time on this figure and I am helping you out to explain few things in this figure. Let's say over here, as you can see, the title is written. So these are the, on the left hand side they are showing the deciduous teeth. That means the teeth of child. For example, this white color teeth. Okay, so these are the deciduous teeth, okay, of the child, and with the blue color they are showing the permanent teeth. So these blue color teeth are the teeth of the adult. Okay, and from this you will make out which decidual teeth is replaced by the adult teeth. Okay, so you will get the idea. And in the bracket, for example, the first name, that is the central incisor, and you follow the arrow as well. And in the bracket, they are writing that the 8 to 10 month. That means the central incisor they erupt at the age of 8 to 10 month. Then we are having lateral incisor. So this lateral incisor they erupt at the age of 8 to 10 months. So that is the meaning of this thing. And on the left hand side, as you can see, over here the title is the permanent teeth. Okay, so they are showing with the blue color, and in the bracket they are also writing, for example, let's say the permanent central incisor, so it is erupting at the age of 7 year. Then we are having lateral incisor, so it is erupting at the age of 8 year. So you will get the idea from left hand side, so which are the decidual teeth, and on right hand side which are the permanent teeth. Okay, and in this figure, this is also very useful figure for us. So on left hand side they are showing the upper permanent teeth, and on right hand side they are showing the lower permanent teeth. And in the permanent teeth, as you can see, where the central incisors are located, okay, and the lateral incisor, then we are having the canine, the position of first premolar, second premolar, then we are having 1, 2 and 3 molars. Okay, so keeping this thing in mind, we are starting this presentation lecture. Now the first point, this is the first point of our today's discussion. Humans have two dentitions. That means we are having two sets of teeth. One set is known as the deciduous set, and the other set is known as the permanent set. For example, here on left hand side, this one is the deciduous set and this one is the permanent set. So as you can see, in if you count the number of the teeth, then you will find that in deciduous set there are total 20 teeth, and here in permanent there are 32 teeth. So this one is the title of the figure. You can read this title and this line also. Okay, now what is the meaning of deciduous teeth? See, the term deciduous means falling out, means the teeth of the deciduous set is going to fall out. Okay, so that's why since they are going to fall out, they are known as the primary teeth, because in our early life during the childhood these teeth develop first. So that's why they are also known as the primary teeth. They are also known as the milky teeth or the baby teeth. Okay, and they originate, they develop, or they erupt at the age of 6 months in the baby, and then after 6 months, in each month, two teeth appear, and this process of eruption of teeth continue until all 20 teeth are present or develop. Okay, so with this we have completed our discussion on the first point. Now we are moving on the second point. Second point, the position of teeth in the decidual set. Okay, so the incisors, where these are incisors are present. So this one is the midline. Okay, this is also midline. So just around the midline, thus just around the midline, as you can see, the central incisors are present, and this central incisor, they are followed by posterior to them lateral incisors are present. So this central incisor, they erupt at the age of 7.5 month. Lateral incisor, they erupt at the age of 9 month. So this is regarding the incisor. Okay, and the shape of the incisor, they are chisel shape, and they use, how we are using, so they are used for the cutting of the food. And as I have explained you that they are either central incisor or they are lateral incisor based on their position in the jaw. So this is the second point of our discussion. Then this one is the third point of our discussion. This is regarding the cuspid or the canine teeth. So as you can see, this one is the canine teeth, and it is present posterior to the incisor teeth. For example, this one is the incisor teeth, and posterior to incisor, these canine teeth are present. So let's find out all decidua canine teeth. So this one is canine. Okay, then this one is the canine, this one is canine, this one is canine. Okay, now canines are having the pointed surface, and this pointed surface is known as the cusp. For example, I am zooming this is the canine, and as you can see over here, there is a pointed surface. So this pointed surface or the pointed edge is known, which is present in canine. Okay, that is known as cusp. I will show you one more figure so that you will understand properly. For example, in this figure, this we can say this one is the cusp. Here you can see. Okay, so this is the cusp. Now what this cuspid or the canine teeth are used, how we are using this teeth. So they are used to tear and shred the food. Okay, so this is regarding the cuspid or the canine teeth. Now moving on the fourth point. Now the incisor and the cuspid. For example, this these are the incisor, and these are the this one and this one, this one and this one. They are the cuspid, and they are having only one root. I am zooming this that you can see. For example, these two, this one, they are incisor, and you can see they are having only one root. And canine also, it is having only a single root. Okay, so that is the meaning of this fourth point. To incisor and cuspid, they are having only one root. Now moving on the fifth point. Now before we move, I will show you this entire figure so that you can have the proper idea regarding the cusp, regarding the root. So by your own you can learn this thing, okay, but I am explaining this thing now. Moving on the fifth point of our discussion. Now posterior to the 1 minute, let me take the pen. Posterior to the cuspid, the first and second molars are present. For example, this is the deciduous set we are talking, total 20 teeth. Okay, so babies teeth, and their number is 20. Okay, so posterior to canine, as you can see, this one and this one molar, this is canine, so this one and this one are the molars. So in deciduous set, as you can see, the premolars, they are not present. Okay, only, so canines are directly followed by the molars. Okay, and this molars are having 4 cusp. So in the permanent teeth, or here, this is 1, second, third and 4. Okay, so in molar there are 4 cusps are present. Then 6 point, maxillary, that is the molars of the upper jaw. So maxillary molars have 3 roots. Let's find out, let's check this. Okay, so upper teeth. Okay, so these are this D and E, these are the maxillary molars, and as you can see, they are having 3 root. So this thing we are remembering this point, that the upper molars have 3 root. Then the mandibular molars, that is the lower molars, have 2 roots. Let me show you this. These 2. Okay, so as you can see, they are having 2 root. Okay, now how we are using this molar teeth? So molars are used for crushing and grinding the food. So they are basically, they are the main teeth that which we are using for the chewing of food. And with this teeth, with the help of this molar teeth, the bolus is made. And once the bolus is made, the saliva is mixed, then we can swallow the bolus. So this is regarding the maxillary molar and the mandibular molar. Now we are moving on the seventh point of our discussion. Now seventh point is like this. So in this point we will learn that at what age the baby's teeth are falling out. So here you can see the deciduous teeth, they are lost generally between the age 6 and 12 years, and this lost teeth, they are replaced by the permanent or the secondary teeth. So here in this figure, as you can see at the bottom, that the permanent and deciduous teeth in child skull is shown. Now here if you observe closely this skull, so in this child skull, these are the milky teeth, and this milky teeth, if you observe closely, as you can see, they have started to falling off. Okay, and here also you can see this, they have started to fall off, and this permanent teeth, which are shown with the asterisk sign, and this permanent teeth, they are right now inside the alveolar bone of the mandible and the maxilla, and they are waiting to erupt. So once these teeth, they are fall out, then this waiting teeth, permanent teeth, will emerge out, they will erupt. Okay, so this is regarding the seventh point. Okay, then moving on the eighth point. So up till here we have discussed the deciduous set. Now we are discussing the permanent set. So in permanent dentition, or the dentition of the adult, there are 32 teeth are present, and these teeth, they start to erupt between the age of 6 to the adulthood. So here in this figure you will get the idea. All the teeth are shown, all the 32 teeth are shown, and their names are written, and in the bracket you will find at what age they are erupting. Okay, so this is, you go through this figure, I am showing you this figure. Okay, then this information. Okay, so this is regarding, on the eighth point we have learned that in the permanent dentition there are 32 teeth. Now moving on the ninth point of our discussion. Now what is the difference between the deciduous dentition and the permanent dentition? So this point now we are discussing the difference between the deciduous set and the permanent set. Now the deciduous molars, they are replaced by first and second premolars, and these premolars are the bicuspid one. So once again, in short, child's molars are replaced by adult premolar. So in the figure, for example, on the right hand side, these two, these two, these two, these two. So these two, they are replaced by Okay, they are replaced by these two. These two, they are replaced by these two. Okay, then these two, so they are replaced by these two. These two, they are replaced by these two. So in short, the deciduous molars, they are replaced by the permanent premolars, and the premolars are the bicuspid. So that means they are having, the premolars are having two cusp. Okay, so that means they are having two cusp, as you can see it is written over here, and they are having one root. So this is very useful table for you. So as you can see, premolars are shown 1 2 3 4. So this four premolars, and upper jaw two premolar. Okay, so one thing that they are having one root. Okay, and only one upper premolar is having two root. Okay, so here it is written upper first premolar is having two roots, and the rest of the premolars they are having single root. So this thing we are keeping in our mind that generally three root, but in first one there are two roots are present. Okay, in premolars. And how we are using this premolar, that for the crushing and grinding of the food. So this is regarding the premolar. Now moving on the 10th point of our discussion. Now in this point, the permanent molar, they erupt posterior to the premolar, and they are not replacing any deciduous teeth. So what is this? What is the meaning of this thing? See, these are the these are the molars, and they are replaced by premolars. Okay, so the molars, in place of molars we are having, in adult we are having the premolars. Okay, and after this premolar, so they are directly, these three, they are directly developing during the adulthood. So in short, these molars are not replacing any deciduous teeth. Okay, and they are present posterior to premolar. That is the meaning of this point. Now here you can see at what age these molars are erupting. So the first molar erupt at the age of 6 to 7 year. The second molar erupt at the age of 11 to 13 year, and the third molar, that is also known as wisdom teeth, it erupt after the age 17, or in some person it never erupt. So not at all is written. So that is the meaning of this 10th point. Okay, now the last point of our discussion. Now sometimes in humans what is happening? There is no space for the third molar. Okay, there is no space for the wisdom teeth to erupt out from the jaw. So in this case, the third molar, we can say it is embedded, it is present inside the alveolar bone, and we can say the wisdom teeth or the third molar is impacted in the alveolar bone of the jaw. For example, here, if you observe closely, this one is the first molar they are showing. This one is the second molar they are showing. And after second molar, now you see this one is the third molar that I have drawn right now. Okay. Now, but what is happening? This will emerge out. This will emerge out. So first molar and second molar is erupting, but there is no space for this wisdom teeth or the third molar to erupt out. So we can say this third molar is impacted in the alveolar bone. So this wisdom teeth will be putting pressure on these two molar teeth. So in this condition, the person will feel the pain and he need to visit the dentist. So the dentist will perform the minor surgery, and with the help of that surgery, the dentist will remove this wisdom teeth. So that is the meaning of this 11th point. And in some people, the molars, third molar, that is the wisdom teeth, may be dwarf. So it is the smaller one, smaller in the size, and in some person it may not develop at all. So this was the last point of our today's discussion. Now before I wind up this presentation lecture, I would like to show you all the figures, because all the figures are very important. You go through all the figures. Okay, one by one I am showing you all the figures. So this is the very beautiful figure, first one. Okay, then this table. Okay, so here you will get the idea that the upper jaw molars, they are having 3 root. Okay, and the lower jaw they are having the 2 root. Okay, molars. So then this is also, this one is very useful figure. I am zooming that so that you can see properly. Okay, then this figure is also there. This actually it is repeating, but anyway you can go through this figure also. Then the okay, in my previous lecture we have discussed this thing, but this is the longitudinal section of canine they are showing, and this one is the dental formula. First one is the primary dentition. Okay, so I means incisor, 1 canine, 2 molar. Okay, so 2 plus 1 plus 2, 5, and in the lower jaw there is 2 plus 1 3 plus 2, 5. and so left and right both the sides. So on the upper jaw 10 teeth, in the lower jaw 10, so 10 plus 10, so there are 20 teeth. And this is the dentition, okay, of the permanent. This is the permanent dentition or the dentition of the adult person. So 2 incisor, 1 canine, 2 premolar and 3 molars. Okay, so 3 plus 2 5, 6 8, left right, so that is 16. And 2 over here, as you can see, divided by 2 incisor, 2 canine, so this number becomes 16. So upper jaw, lower jaw, 16 plus 16, so that means 32 teeth in the adult. So this is the formula they are showing, but we all know these formulas. So the main thing, the root and the cusp, okay, and we don't have to remember this age, which teeth is erupting at which age. So it is for our information. We don't have to mug up these things. So with this I have completed the presentation lecture on human dentition. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation lecture, and I also hope that this lecture will be helpful in your studies and in your exam preparation. My name is Manish Kosti sir. I am from Ahmedabad, India. Bye bye. Namaste.